Hey, this is Brandon from the Drum Educators Network, and today I want to talk about following up with prospective students. This is very, very important, and this is how you will fill up your studio is your communications with prospective students. So if you treat it haphazardly and don't get back to people quickly, um, don't use various channels, if you don't use various channels to communicate with them. For example, if you just respond to emails and then forget about it, or someone texts you, you text them back and then you forget about it, you're missing out on a lot of opportunities for new students and maybe lots of good students because each person has a different way that they prefer to communicate. For example, me, I like email. So I'll email a studio. I emailed one last week for to book a big room for a workshop we're going to do. And they got back to me right away. So I'm going to book with them. But if they had taken 2 weeks or something, then I might have already found something else or forgotten about them. So that's it. It's prompt responses. You should get back to your leads within 24 hours. Now I'm going to talk about the best way to do it, which is if they email you, you email them back. Or if they fill out your information request, we have an information request form on our website. So we email them. But sometimes I'll even call them if they leave their number like 2 hours after I email them, because we as human beings are emotional buyers. So if we want to do something, we're sort of inspired to do it in that moment. So I'll send them an email and then I'll call them. I try to call them the same day or next day, but try within 24 hours of them requesting information. So email, then a call. If they don't answer the phone, I don't leave a voicemail, I text them. So now I have emailed, called, and texted. If I don't hear back from any of those in about 3 days, then I call them again. This time I will leave a voicemail. Well, I experiment. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I will call and not leave a voicemail, and then I'll text them right away. Hey, it's Brandon from the drum studio. I just tried calling. And I'll say something like, are you still interested in drum lessons? And then maybe something like, are the lessons for yourself or for a family member or friend? Trying to get a response from them. So that's 4 or 5 communication attempts in 3 or 4 days. What that does is it gets the people who are generally slow to respond to things. It's like it kicks them in the butt to respond to you. And so there's a much higher chance of converting your prospective students. If we do nothing, if I'm lazy and I just respond to people's emails, we convert 1 in 5 emails. So if 5 people email us about lessons, it's 20%. But if I can get people on the phone, it's I don't want to say it's above 50%, but it's much closer to 50%. So it's a big difference. If 100 people contact you, that's the difference between having 20 students and 50 students. It's a huge difference. So there, that's my lead follow-up tips for the day.